Hi, this is Jennifer with City Farmhouse Antiques, and I am here. I can't wait to share this beautiful piece with you. Those of you that know your crystal know that this is Lalique, and Lalique is just the finest of the finest, one of my favorites. And this piece of Lalique happens to be one of my favorites. This is actually a centerpiece bowl, and it's Champs-Élysées. And this beautiful piece is made to imitate or mimic um, the Champs-Élysées Avenue, which is supposed to be the most beautiful avenue in the whole world. So you can see that it's inspired by the rows and rows of trees. You see all the leaves on this beautiful piece of crystal? That is what it represents. And so it's about 18 inches wide. And it's made to sit on a beautiful, beautiful table. So you have to tell us, where would you put this? I would find a place to put it. It's so beautiful. And it's very, very heavy. But this isn't just any piece, because they've made these pieces for a long time. And they retail for about $4,500. But this piece is extra special. I've sold a lot of these over the years, but never had one quite like this because of the signature on the bottom. So that's what I wanted to share with you, is a little bit about the timeline of Lalique crystal. And that kind of gives you a little bit of insight into how to date your crystal. So in 1860, we know that René Lalique was born, and in 1922, the very first glass-blowing furnace for Lalique was fired up. And they actually started with only 50 workers, which is pretty incredible when you think about how over 100 years later, this glass is still so well known, so collectible, and so sought after. In 1935, René Lalique was actually one of the designers for the dining rooms of the luxury liner of Normandy. And these molds, when you think about it, are passed down, for years and years, these cast iron molds that were used to create these beautiful pieces. In 1945, when René Lalique passed, his son, Marc Lalique, took over, and he really brought the glass into the crystal era, and they started making crystal. And in 1977, Marc's daughter, René Lalique's granddaughter, Marie Claude Lalique, headed the business, and she was known as the Queen of Crystal. And I guess she brought so much enthusiasm to the business. And she started where her grandfather left off, with the perfumes, with the jewelry, the beautiful perfumes that she created, and the bottles were like miniature sculptures. So she did a lot of wonderful things, and it's her signature on the bottom of this piece, which makes it so special, because she passed away in 2003 in Florida, and she's no longer living, but her signature is on the bottom of this piece. This piece is so heavy, I can't lift it with one hand, but there you can see the M and Lalique on the bottom. And it looks to me like this piece is also numbered. And then, of course, at the top, you're going to see Lalique in France. So that makes this piece really, really special. It was her father that designed this piece in 1951. And he designed this piece with all the beautiful leaves. And a lot of the pieces that she designed were just very, very stunning. They were pieces that were done after nature, a lot of leaves, a lot of birds. Her travels to Africa were really depicted in a lot of pieces of her beautiful art that she did through crystal and glass and her jewelry. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. There was nobody, she didn't have any children to pass Lalique down to, so she sold it in 1994, and then she passed in 2003. But this beautiful piece will be up on our website, and it's just extra special because it's signed by René Lalique's granddaughter, who's known as the Queen of Crystal. So if you have any questions, message us in the chat box always. And if you see this before I get it posted and you're interested, send me a message in the chat box. First come, first serve. And I think this piece will go pretty quickly, just because It's extra special. I love this piece to begin with, but it's extra special because of the signature. Again, very big piece, about 18 inches across and very, very heavy. Has its own original box and packaging that will come with it. So be sure and check out all of our YouTube videos, sign up for our newsletter, and we will see you next time. And the website again is www.cityfarmhouseantiques.com. See you next time.